everything is okay. I'm giving you slices. These are angles. If I'm making a video and I'm mobile, I mean, there's nothing that's going to go down that would be real tragic or something. I mean, I'm in full control. I mean, I've noticed that these football players and people on the big screen, they look a little dirty. I don't like their dirtiness. They look like they're out of Home Alone. They just look real dirty. And I don't like stuff like that. Where if I go to Wingstop and it's like I'm there in line with a bunch of gangsters, I mean, it's not one race. Like in Las Vegas right now, there's a lot of foreigners. Like I'm around Chinese, Polynesian, like Philippine, like I'm around Indochina, Indonesia, like black, just African, black slave, like all of them are out here. And I'm not really around white people. Like this has been an adjustment that, my dad, he taught at pretty much an all-black school. And I think that gave him EA. I think it gave him shakiness. And like I'm not around any white people. Like there's no beautiful white woman. There's no beautiful white male. Like I'm not around any. Like I have to really sit back and be like Bronson Booth. Like that Bronson Booth gives me a lot of comfort, where I'm like, this is all just so crazy. I'm just gonna take in all my senses, just take it all in. And they might ask me like, who won the game, and I won't even know, because I'm just so in tune with my senses. I'm just like watching everything, but thinking deeply at the same time, to where I'm like, okay, I know who got one of the touchdowns, and it's like every touchdown is like a man fallen or something. That's how they're treating it. These people in the it's basically an arena. These casinos are like arenas, and every time there's a touchdown, it's like a man down. It's like a man down, where they're hooting and hollering. And I'm like, this is kind of like West Point, where it's like an Arab just got basically nuked, in really centralized location, like a eunuch, like they just, like a No Country for Old Men type, where it's just isolated, and like a Walt from Lost. And I'm like, well, this is crazy, like I'm, and I'll watch The Watchmen. I'm watching all of them, and they're really doing a great job. And then I see on the TV like these temples, like there's all these temples now in Indochina, like these far out places. And this is like a credit card commercial or something. And it's like, man, there's just a lot that's happening. You have to really stay centered and be like, okay, I'm not going to be real dirty. I'm going to be like suave. I'm going to take a shower and use shampoo. Like, it's just like you move your body like you're dancing, like Batman Beyond, And I really agree with that Mr. Tackpants on that Batman Beyond. The way that they were dancing. Like I really feel that. I'm doing it right now. And I'm like, I really feel that movement. So, look, everyone's doing a great job. I know it's crazy. I mean, watch my shorts, and yes, I know the wages of sin. It might look behind or ahead. It might look into the intricacy. It might be a detail. It might be an astonishment, and all of those astonishments count, and you're going to have a seal, and that's all going to count. and make sure it's all violators spawn glory to your name, which is, the Thurman, it all counts of your entire life. Your works do follow. You want the 25-25, the works do follow the daiquiri. That's what you want, okay? So I'm fine. I'm giving you an angle. Don't cry. It's everything's okay. Look, you're when you get your seal, make sure your tears count. Be like, yeah, from that radio, with the guy who's, doing clowns for sex, and it's bigger than me. Make sure that all that radio talk, that all your tears count. I remember all of it. I'm not going to forget. We're going to go into a new world where it's Revelation 20, 21, 22, and I'm going to have all my memories. Yeah, I'm a badass. I'm like Terminator. I'm going to remember everything. And I'm going to be like, okay, well, like, you're going to have to deal with me. And, I'm going to have a fully centered circle of life, full well-roundedment. That's what I'm going to have, where I know all the details, and I'll be like, well, that was because when she said that was because somebody was taking a leak in Africa in the jungle, and they leaked on their shoe, and they got their shoe from Kohl's, which was 20 miles away. It was an outlet mall.